What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. Welcome back to a new daily show where we are going to talk about a key moment in our season. This is one of the key moments in this season because it's the first defeat of the season. Some of you, not you, the fans, but some people were waiting for us to fall. I was not waiting for it, but it was going to happen at one point that we were going to lose the game. Not in this fashion, I get it. But now I think everybody has, wants to know, how are we going to react? Because that's the most important thing. Who actually are we as a club? And this is not about injuries, and I will talk about that in a second, but just the mindset. Who are we really as a club? Are we going to completely fall apart, or are we going to stand up and rise? You know, despite the difficulties, the opponents, whatever, are we actually going to stand up and do what a lot of people expect us to do? That's what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, hit the like button. Let's get to at least 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. And let's talk about the delicate moment of this club now. Okay, so we spoke about it so many times that, you know, we're not the finished article. And we know that, you know, over the summer, we did the transfer things and so on, and we talked about what do we need, and I thought we had an issue with the center backs, ball playing center backs. I thought we had an issue with that. I thought we lacked speed on the wings, and we still like these things, and those were obvious needs we didn't address. But what I also said is that, okay, Motta and the club, they signed off to this idea of, okay, this is what we are, this is what we want, this is what we're gonna do. Then you need to make it work. Like, they cannot use it as an excuse. I'm not saying they are using it as an excuse, but this is who we are right now, and Motta is going to need to make it work. Now, I don't want to say it's a drama because you lose a game. However, the manner you lose a game could be dramatic. It could, and that's what I'm talking about. This moment in time, who are we? Are we going to completely fall? Are we going to rise up? You know, and are we actually going to put a fight up against Inter? Are we going to go back to looking the way we were looking? And the last couple of weeks, it wasn't looking fantastic. We should not kid ourselves. You know, the chance creation is a big issue, and I spoke about it after every single win we had. I brought it up. I was like, even against Genoa, that way you can watch a reaction. I was like, if not for that pen the Winter gave away, we were struggling to create anything again. So it is a massive issue. And against Stuttgart, it was day and night. You know, you had Stuttgart attacking with 3-4 players constantly. And with us, it's a bit, you know, a bit soft. Maybe one, maybe two. No real overlaps to a certain extent. Like, it's very controlled, but it's not enough. And we all know it's not enough. However, this, like, against Stuttgart, as much as I would love to say and believe that, hey, if we had Colt Miners and all these guys fit, we would have won that game. It would be a different game. Like, if I actually believed that, I will be at great ease. And I was like, no worries. It's an off day. If these players come back, it will be good. It wasn't the issue. The issue was not having Colt Miners. Colt Miners was not winning us that game against Stuttgart. It was the attitude. It was the fact that, and that's the biggest problem, that Motta had no answer to what Stuttgart were doing. That the players, it felt like they had absolutely no energy. They had no ideas. They had no drive. They had no, how do you want to say that, belief in themselves on that day to say, hey, enough now, Stuttgart. We are going to step it up now, and we're going to pin you back. That was never the case. You know, from being outcoached to the players actually being lost on that pitch, not putting out a fight, that's the worry. And that was not going to get fixed with Colt Miners or Gonzalez in the team. That was not the case, you know. So that is something you need to talk about. It's not, when you address things, it's not, I know what people will say, oh, you're overreacting, it's only one loss. I'm not saying the season is over. I don't know what people think I'm saying. It's just, you cannot close your eyes. You need to talk about things that are not working. And the things that are not working is we don't create chances. And right now, the players are not having the impact they should be having. The subs are not having the impact they should be having in certain games, you know. That being said, that's what I said. We play every 3 games, every 3 weeks, every 3 games, every 3 weeks, every 3 days we play, which is good because you can redeem yourself quickly. The issue is you're going to play tough games, you know, so it's not easy to redeem yourself against an Inter, but it needs to happen. And I'm not saying go to the Meazza and beat Inter 3-0. I'm not even saying that. But going to the Meazza and look very good and put Inter in a lot of troubles. And even if you don't win that game, I think fans will appreciate that there is some sort of commitment. Again, there's some sort of, maybe it was an off day. We were actually good, because things we have issues with, we knew in the summer. We're not going to fix that. It's Motta that needs to find a solution, you know? And we can talk about Savona was never being supposed to be a starter and so on, so on. Those are decisions Motta is making. He is making the decision to chop and change a team every single week. 1, 2, 3, 4 players. For me, it's too much. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not going to lie. If he's still searching, fine. But this, I don't think he's searching. He's just really trying to rest players, which I get it. It's a long season. But being a new team, trying to build something, for me, I have a feeling that, okay, you need to stick with one thing and see if it works. And then you can tweak certain things. I think those are more the issues. I don't think there's a lot of, there is automatism. We have that. We didn't have that against Stuttgart. But if you chop and change too much, I'm like, you're going to lose some of that. I praise McKennie because I think he played very well. He didn't play well against Stuttgart. He didn't look ready, to be honest. But for me, it's very easy to say, you do not bench McKennie. I like bench Fagioli because I don't think he had a good game as well. Bring Locatelli back. Those are not the answers, in my opinion. Every time a player has an off game, saying, you need to bench him and bring that guy back in. If it doesn't work, you know what? Bring McKennie back in. That I don't like. Try to stick with something and gather a bigger sample size of, okay, these players are performing to a certain extent, throughout, 4 games. I can trust them, but things need to be changed, and the Stuttgart one obviously was about quality, because even if we had the ball, we couldn't do what we should be doing, keeping it, playing it out. We were stunned, when they pressed us, we had no answers playing out from the back. But you need to find a solution. You need to find a solution to get Yildiz more involved, because he's not working on that wing. You need to find a solution to get Fagioli more consistent. You do. You need to find a solution to get Vlahovic the ball more, rather than just hoofing it up and he trying to lay it up. You need to get a solution to commit more bodies consistently up front, in and around the box. You need to find those solutions, and it was all good and well doing that against Verona and Como. This is different. I don't care if Stuttgart are 10 in the league. They're a very good team. If you look at the stats, they shouldn't be 10. They've been weirdly unlucky at times. They are not as solid as they should be. However, we made them look solid. They kept their first clean sheet, basically, of the season because of us. Because we had nothing. And that's a Motta. You need to find a solution. So right now, key moment. Will we rise or will we completely fall? That's an answer I think we're all looking for. And that's for Motta to think about, and provide us with the answer. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you think we will fall? Do you think we will rise? Do you think the solution is as it's Koopmeiners as injured, or he is injured and that's it, it's fixed and solved? Or are you on the side of, okay, certain things need to be tweaked, because despite a lot of things that are working well, there are also things that are not working well as well. And I think those are key things. So let me know, and I'll speak to you guys soon.